Hello everyone, this is Lord Kurnion, and I'm here with the first game of the Escalation League that Malossar and I are doing in Bowie, Maryland. So if you haven't heard, Malossar just released a video on it where he and I talk about it. Basically, it's an Escalation League where you do 250 points a week, you get points for playing, you get points for winning, and you get points for painting models. So each week you escalate 250 points, models must be painted, and you go and just have some fun at some low points games, and we work up towards 3,000 points. If you haven't watched the video where we overview it, Malossar and I both talk about the league and how it's been going so far. We're about halfway through so far, and we talk about our goals moving forward and our goals for the end of it, what we think our army's going to look like. So if you haven't listened to that yet, go check it out. I think it's a pretty good video. It's a good video to just kind of put on in the background while you're painting and just kind of listen to us ramble on about random stuff and the Escalation League. So this is the first game that we played, and it just so happened that Malossar and I drew each other randomly for opponents. First week was just random opponents, and you play, they set up games for you and tell you who to play. And he and I just drew each other, so it worked out pretty well. I was pretty excited to play. So for the first week, I'm doing Demons of Chaos, and I realized I could have just been a complete ass and taken a bunch of horrors and a Herald of Tzeentch, and then just magicked him off the board and gotten an easy win and scored points. But I figured, no, I don't want to do that. Malossar just moved here from California. I don't want to, just magic him off. Let's have a fun game. I mean, 250 points. I can't take much, but we can just take some units, throw them together, and roll some dice. I figured that'll be a good time. And then I saw his list. So here are the army lists. Pretty brief, I think. My army is a Herald of Khorne and 10 Bloodletters. That's it. It's 250 points on the nose, and that's really all I could take, and that's the only way I could squeeze general and a unit in there sideways. Then I saw Malossar's army. He has a noble with a reaver bow, he's got 5 reavers with bows, and he's got a repeater bolt thrower. So a subtitle of this game, I would like to christen this game, Malossar's a dick. So here's the left side of the board. He has his repeater bolt thrower. And here's the right side of the board. In the middle he has his noble, and on the far flank he has his reavers. And here's my deployment. There's my unit of 10 bloodletters with my herald latched on. Yep. So I obviously had to deploy. I've lost the role to deploy first, so I dropped this unit, and he went and deployed his repeater bolt thrower on the far edge, so I wasn't going to be getting those immobile points, which is a shame. So, I deployed my general in here, because otherwise he's going to get shot out, and, yeah, that was about it. I mean, basically my goal for this game is, bum rush his general. I'm never going to catch his reavers. I'm never going to get to his repeater bolt thrower. So I'm just going to bum rush his general, and if I can kill his general with the general bonus and my general survives, I might pull off a win, who knows? Or maybe at least keep it to a draw. So that's the goal. We're going to see how that plays out. Otherwise, I'm just praying for good wins of magic and hope that the Chaos Gods decide to donkey punch some of his units off the board, because he completely deserves it, and I will have no shame if I win a game that way, especially when I'm facing this list. Here's my left flank, which is conspicuously empty. And I won the roll-off for first turn, because obviously I had fewer drops. So I just pushed forward. He gave me a long charge on his reavers. I needed like a 10. I decided not to take it. I figured, I guess it was the best chance I had to catch the reavers, but it would have given a free shooting phase, and it would have slowed me down getting to his general, and I need to get to him as quickly as possible, and then just, hide my general as best I can from the bolt thrower, and hope I survive the shots from the reavers. That's basically the only shot I have. So, yeah, I just marched forward 10 into the woods. Winds of Magic was luckily enough. I rolled an 8, which was great. Hits everything on the board, potentially. But I didn't roll any 6s for him. I didn't roll a 6 for me, so it was essentially a waste. I didn't have any magic. And we go to his turn. Oh, yep, and here's the movement on my left flank, which is still empty. Sad face. Anyway, we go to High Elf turn 1. He just scooted his reavers around. I didn't get the shot at the end of his turn. Basically, his reavers just marched around me and were facing my rear, and they shot at nice close range, and between his bolt thrower, his noble, and his reavers, he killed 5 of my bloodletters. Then in my turn, he gave me a long charge on his noble. He didn't really back him up. I had to roll like an 11, and I rolled like a 4 or something like that. I scooted forward into the woods a couple inches, which is fine. At least it gives me soft cover. Stand and shoot, though, killed one more from his noble. And, yeah, so now I'm down to 3 bloodletters and my general, and that's it. High Elf turn 2, he scoots his Reavers up right behind me into the woods. And between all the shooting, I think his Reavers completely whiffed with shooting this time, and his noble picked off 1. So, Demons of Chaos turn 3, he gave me another long charge. He backed up a little bit, didn't back up too much. I needed like another, I think I needed an 11 or so this time. He kept giving me like 11-inch charges and being like, get lucky, get lucky, get lucky, do it. But I didn't get lucky. I actually rolled a 10, so I was just short by an inch. It's like, oh, so close. So I failed. Stand and shoot reaction, though. Picked off another one. And yeah, so we go to High Elf turn 3, Demons of Chaos turn 4, which kind of this is the last image of the game. Basically, in his turn, he killed the rest of my unit, and put a wound on my general. And then in my turn, I had another long charge and figured, you know what, I'm going to take it. There's point. What else am I going to do? I took it, he stand and shoot, then killed my general. Yep, and yep, so this is the last shot of the game. His stand and shoot wiped my general. And I'd just like to reiterate, the name of this game is Malossar's a Dick. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this little bit of a ridiculous report. And I'll catch you guys next time. Have a good one.